It's a new year, and comes a new year, comes a new me and a new Meerkat Chris. Just joking, we're probably going to be doing the same content all year round until I can no longer afford to do so. So, yeah. Anyway, to get started with the videos this year round, we've got... Oh yes, Christmas stuff. The Christmas collection update. And what's that I hear you shout? It's not Christmas anymore? You're wrong. At least for today, because... I dare you to say it again. Anyway, as with most people fortunate enough to have families and consequently the ability to celebrate Christmas, we of course all receive gifts. Or at least I hope you do. And of course I did, because I love stuff. So yeah, let's see what generous things Chris received in 2018 Christmas. To start off with, we've got the stuff that Kathleen, the dear Kathleen, bought Chris. And of course, you know, with it being me and everything, she of course had to buy me a Lara Croft thing. It's kind of like a compulsory thing to get me at Christmas these days. And you know, yeah, she got me this one that I didn't actually have, which is the Lara Croft Rock Candy Funko vinyl collection Lara Croft. It's really cool in my opinion, obviously. It's one of the ones I actually didn't have in terms of Lara Croft Tomb Raider stuff, so she was very clever in going about getting something brand new for me. But she didn't stop there. Oh no. She went ahead and did something even more generous and bought me PlayStation 4 games that I didn't even have but really wanted. And that's not sarcasm. I realise that I sound like I'm being really sarcastic all the time. I played a bit of Spyro for the very first time actually. I never actually played it back in the PS1 days, so this is a really new experience to me. If you like Spyro, I can't see why you wouldn't go ahead and get it in the first place. It's really cheap as well. Not that that says anything less about Kathleen's presence or anything. Hitman 2, the sequel to the 2016 episodic Hitman reboot, which I actually loved. I've talked about it a few times on the channel here and there, and of course I had to get it, but I didn't necessarily have the money to afford it, and Kathleen thought, I'll do the honours. Yeah, I've played some of it, and I'm still really rubbish at stealthing about the place. And at this point, I was like, Kathleen, stop. You know, you're buying me too much good stuff. You're gonna make everyone else look bad. But deep down inside, I really wanted more stuff from her, because she was doing so good in the first place. And if you didn't know, we've been getting into Game of Thrones recently. And we really enjoy it. It's such a good show, and because of that, we finished it just before the end of the year, and Kathleen just had to get me some Game of Thrones stuff, which was really cool. Jon Snow pop vinyl and Tyrion Lannister. Another Funko thing, but it's actually one of their figures. I didn't actually know they did figures as well. Has some posable features and everything, so it's really cool. My two favourite characters in Game of Thrones, so she didn't exactly go wrong anywhere there. But... oh yeah, well, she didn't stop there either. She went even further and bought me the Game of Thrones Risk game. Well, the Skirmish edition, which is like the starters kit. I've never played Risk before. I did buy a Risk game board years back, but I never got a chance to play it. And I always thought that if you're going to make Game of Thrones into a board game of any sort, it'd have to be Risk. I mean, it makes more sense than Cluedo or Monopoly. I do want them as well though, so... maybe next year, Kathleen, yeah. Yeah, and she did stop there. Oh no, she didn't. What am I talking about? This thing. It's really comfy though. And you know, if Kathleen wasn't enough of a great example of how useful her family can be to me at Christmas, her mum went ahead and bought me an Alexa. Well, an Echo Dot. Alexa. 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 So yeah, you just have to be like, Alexa, play Spotify. Whoa, Alexa, stop. We can't have any of that on YouTube. These aren't exactly relevant. I mean, the Christmas socks that I wear about the house during Christmas, I don't know what they're doing in there. Now we're moving on to my family, who unfortunately didn't do as well. They got me a thermal long sleeve t-shirt, which is still in the packet. They also got me Star Wars glow in the dark pens. Oh yes, the Star Wars notebook, because they know I like me some writing and reading. A movie quiz in the style of an old film reel. That is actually really cool. Who doesn't love a bit of a good quiz, and especially movie quiz? It's like the best quiz there is. I'm not actually kidding. Again, I sound like I'm being sarcastic. I actually do like these sort of things. I've got loads of this sort of stuff. Got me some vouchers for Pizza Express, and I will be having me some Pizza Express at some point now. A Rogue One mug, well, glass. Oh, it's actually Vader. I actually didn't know that. Yeah. I don't know. And moving away from my mum and her husband, but actually I think my little brother Sam also played a part in that, so thank you, little baby brother, who's not so much of a baby anymore, he's more like a toddler, I think. We of course have my uncle and auntie and cousins side of things, and they got me some Adidas stuff, you know, I think it's bath stuff. It came with some deodorant as well. I guess I need it. I mean, do I smell something? And now we come to my brother, the dude, also known as Jack. He actually went to a decentish effort and got me a pretty cool thing, which I don't have with me because I had to leave it at home. So yeah, sorry Jack, I left it with you. He actually did get me something cool. It was, you know, I don't have anything, I don't know why I'm playing around. You know, Toy Story 2, right? Yeah. Zurg. Yeah, you gotta be Zurg. Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis, Zurg. He came in a display case in the style of the one in the film, so it's like something I would love to have here, like on a shelf or something. But yeah, he also got me dairy milk chocolate. I do love me some refrigerated dairy milk Cadbury chocolate. Oh, Kathleen also got me some Maltesers. I've ate most of them. This was from my grandparents. Thank you, grandparents. This was meant to be shared with Kathleen, but I ate them all. Wow, I think that's it. Does that mean Christmas is officially over? I had another Christmas tree over here. Don't know if you noticed.